Hey everybody, Clump here with TTM Returns number 3. Monday I got back 3 successful returns and 1 eBay purchase. First return I'm going to show you, Mr. Danny Darwin. Danny Darwin played 21 seasons for 10 different teams, had a lifetime win-loss record of 171 wins and 182 losses, lifetime ERA of 384 and 1,942 strikeouts in that time. 1990, he led the National League with a ERA of 221. Something most people might not know or remember about Danny Darwin is he was a pretty violent fellow. In a team brawl between the Giants and the Phillies, he was playing for the Giants. Orel Hershiser, who also played for the Giants, claims that Danny Darwin punched him in the face for retaliation for a time Orel beaned him while he was at bat. Then another time, Danny Darwin got in a physical altercation with Barry Bonds because he felt that Barry lazily played an infield hit and allowed an RBI that should not have happened. I cannot find video, I can't find a lot about it, but they say it was a physical altercation. Be interesting to see skinny Danny Darwin going after big old roid-infused Barry Bonds, wouldn't it? I tried to find that video. It's 4 for 4, sort of. I got the 88 Fleer. I got the 89 Fleer, and that one looks really good. And I got the 90 Bowman here, and another 90 Bowman. Now I know I didn't send him 2 90 Bowmans. I'm sure I sent him an 87 Fleer. So if someone out there is watching it and they get back an 87 Fleer instead of a 90 Bowman, and you want your 90 Bowman, I'll trade you. Alright, second return. Only the second person so far to sign my index cards. I don't ask them to, but I enjoy it when they do. I tried to guess who it was by just looking at the index cards when I first opened it, and I couldn't. Looks pretty, but I couldn't figure out who it was. So I had to pull the cards out, and when I did, I discovered that it was Mr. Jeffrey Bodine. I got him on this Tracks card. It was a 2 for 2, well, 4 for 2. And I got him on this card. I don't really know much about this card, other than it's cool. Him there on his Harley next to his 32 Ford. Geoff Bodine. One of 3 brothers that raced. There's Geoff Bodine, Todd Bodine, and Brett Bodine. And I plan on sending to the other 2 soon. And when Geoff was 1 year old, his father and his grandfather built Chemung Raceway in New York. And when when Geoff was 15 years old, he dressed up as a woman, a girl, a lady, whatever, and entered a powder puff race. And eventually grew up and got into NASCAR. His first race was the 79 Daytona 500. Very famous race. He was the 1982 Rookie of the Year. He raced in 575 races in his 27-year career. Amassed 18 wins, 190 top 10s, and 37 poles. He also had 6 wins in the Busch Series, which is now the next Xfinity Series, sorry. And in 1992, he discovered that the U.S. Olympic team was using imported bobsleds. He didn't like that idea. He didn't like that they weren't doing very good. So he started Bodine Chassis? Or is it Bodine Bobsleds? And since switching to Bodine Bobsleds, the U.S. Olympic team has won 3 gold medals. It was a very quick return. 8 days, I think. Very good return, Mr. Bodine. I was very happy with that one. The last return was no mystery. It's right on the return envelope, he put a stamp, Kyle Petty's charity ride. I got this little flyer in there from the Victory Junction camp, where they treat seriously ill children to a summer camp type experience. And they take care of all their medical needs and all the finances, costs, specialists, everything they need. And then on the back it explains that your employer may double your donation if you donate to the Victory Junction camp, or pay you for the hours in which you volunteer at the Victory Junction camp. So that's pretty cool. It was a 2 for 2. I got them on the 90, I think it's 90 or 91 tracks here in the 42 Peak Pontiac car. And one of you guys said during the Richard Petty reveal that Richard and Kyle both had beautiful signatures, and you were not kidding. This is my first one with silver Sharpie, and wow, they look stunning. Got them on this Pro set here, him and his dad, and I believe in 1979 is when this picture was taken, judging by who he was driving for at the time and what the cars looked like. And Kyle Petty, in 30 years, raced in 829 races. His first race was the 79 Talladega. His last race was in 2008 at Phoenix. He amassed 8 wins, 173 top 10s, and 8 poles. In 85, he joined the Great Wood Brothers. He got them a couple of wins in the 3 years he raced for them. And then he drove for many different teams. I'm sure y'all remember the 42 Mellow Yellow and many others. He wound up back with Petty Enterprises near the end of his career. And in 86, he attempted to be a country music singer. He actually signed with RCA and was working on an album. They released a single called The Other Guy. And he actually appeared on Hee Haw and opened for Randy Travis and the Oak Ridge Boys during that time, but then gave up on his career and gave up on the album. Many years later, NASCAR made an album of country music, NASCAR-themed country music, and Kyle Petty performed a song on that album. He didn't write it. I forget who wrote it, fan or somebody wrote it. Kyle Petty performed the song, "Oh King Richard." That was released in 95. I haven't listened to it yet. Plan on doing that tomorrow morning. Other than that, Kyle Petty was also in a few movies. He was in Burt Reynolds' Stroker Ace. It was either 79 or 80, I can't remember. And he was also in Cars 3. But good day. 3 killer returns. And 1 purchase. I bought myself 1972 Topps Ken Forsch. I'll be sending this out tomorrow. It's in really good shape, off center, but crispy. Corners are good, no creases, nothing. Nice card, just off center. And it'll look real good once the signature's on there. And that was my Monday. Hope y'all had as good a day as I did. Later.